So you've been eyeing that Google Gen AI certification, right? But maybe you're not sure where to even begin. Well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we are going to lay out the perfect game plan to help you pass the Google Cloud Generative AI Leader exam. So, you want to ace what a lot of people are calling Google's easiest AI exam? It's a great way to get a quick, really valuable win on your resume. But hey, don't let easy fool you. There are definitely a few tricks you need to know before you jump in.
And look, that's not just my opinion. Experts who've actually passed it say the same thing. This cert is really designed as an entry point. So if you've ever felt a little intimidated by other AI certifications, this is the perfect place to start. Okay, so first things first, who is this certification really for? This is super important because the exam is tailored for a pretty specific kind of professional, and you want to make sure this is the right fit for you. Take a look at this list. We're talking about key stakeholders, solution architects, sales engineers. You see the pattern here, right? It's all about business and strategy. Notice who's not on that list? Coders. Yeah, this isn't a hands-on technical exam at all. It's about strategy, business value, and how you can lead an AI transformation. All right, now that you know if you're in the right crowd, let's break down the rules of the game. We're going to decode the exam blueprint so you know exactly where to focus your energy and how to manage your time. So here's what you're looking at. Somewhere between 50 and 60 questions, and you've got 90 minutes to do it. The magic number to pass is 70%. Now, if you do the math, that's about 1.5 minutes per question, which honestly is plenty of time since we're dealing with concepts, not trying to debug complex code.
This chart right here, this tells you everything. Just look at how big those slices are for Google's own Gen AI tools and for business strategy. That's where the points are. The fundamentals? Yeah, they're important, but they're a surprisingly small piece of the pie.
Okay, now for a little insider tip. The official guide from Google, it's got a lot of what you might call marketing nonsense. Seriously, don't waste your time trying to memorize every single buzzword. You really just want to focus on the core functional concepts, which, by the way, we're about to get into. So what's the single most important strategy for passing this exam? I call it the 60% rule, and if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this.
60%. That's it. That's how much of your study time you should be spending on practice exams. I'm not kidding. For this specific certification, practice tests are, without a doubt, the most critical part of your prep.
But why? Why so much practice if the exam is supposed to be pretty straightforward? It sounds a little weird, right? And here's the secret. It's not because the questions are technically hard. They're not. It's because the wording can be really tricky and business-focused. Doing practice exams trains your brain to think like the test makers. You'll start to see the patterns and spot the right answer way more easily.
Okay, so to totally crush those practice exams, you're going to need the right toolkit of knowledge. Let's walk through the absolute must-know concepts that are going to pop up again and again.
First up, RAG. That stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Just think of it like this. Most AI models have a knowledge cutoff date, right? They don't know what happened last week. RAG is what lets them do a quick, real-time search for up-to-the-minute info before they give you an answer. Super useful.
Next, we have grounding. This is basically fact-checking for AI. It forces the model to connect its answers back to real, verifiable sources, like a Google search result or even your company's internal documents. This is how you fight against those AI hallucinations and make sure the output is accurate.
All right, you absolutely have to know the difference between Gemini and Gemma. It's simple, really. Gemini is the all-in-one, managed by Google solution. You access it through an API, and it has cool features like grounding already built in. Gemma, on the other hand, is the open-source, do-it-yourself version. You can download it, run it on your own machines, and customize it, but you have to build all the integrations yourself. And finally, let's touch on Google's Secure AI Framework, or SIF. Now, you don't need to be a security expert, but as a leader, you do need to get that security isn't just one step. It's woven into the entire AI lifecycle, from the foundation to development, all the way to responding to incidents. Knowing these pillars just shows you understand the big picture of AI governance. Okay, you've got the toolkit, so let's put it to the test with a sample question. This is exactly the kind of strategic, business-focused scenario you can expect to see on the real exam. So here's the situation. A retail company wants to use AI to improve how they engage with customers, but leadership has no idea where to start. You're the generative AI leader. What is the absolute best first step you should take?
All right, what are your options? A. Just jump in and implement some pre-built chatbots. B. Take a step back and define a clear AI vision and a roadmap. C. Start small by automating customer emails. Or D. Go out and hire a whole data science team. Think like a leader here.
And if you picked B, you nailed it. This question is the perfect example of the exam's mindset. The right answer is almost always the most strategic one. Things like technology and hiring, they all come after you have a clear vision that actually aligns with the company's goals.
So let's just quickly recap your 3-step game plan for success. Number 1, decode the blueprint. Know the structure and what topics matter. Number 2, focus on practice. Dedicate that 60% of your study time to practice exams to get used to the tricky wording. And number 3, master the key concepts. Really get RAG, grounding, and the differences between Google's main tools.
And that's it. You now have the complete playbook. You know the rules, you know the strategies, and you know the essential concepts. The only thing left to do is put it into action. So are you ready to lead your AI transformation? Go get that certification.